Smallpox is a disease that was said to be eradicated in 1979. It is a fatal disease that spreads extremely quickly.
Cells carry out the functions required for life. Variola can kill cells and organs extremely quickly by infecting the cells in the body and using its DNA molecules to replicate its genomes. This allows the virus to spread through the body and to all organs. As cells are killed by variola, biological functions cannot continue with the body. This leads to the shutdown of organs in the body, causing death.
How was smallpox eradicated from the world? It didn't seem to be physically possible.
A method called the rig method was used to eradicate smallpox. Every time a case of smallpox appeared, they were transferred to a hospital, and the hospital was quarantined. Then, everyone in a large radius was vaccinated so that the smallpox couldn't spread to people. Eventually, smallpox was unable to sustain itself and died off. The last reported case of it occurred in Bangladesh in 1979. Smallpox today now is reported to only exist in the World Health Association Center and in Moscow.
This is the result of being infected with smallpox. Spots appear on the infected person's skin, filled with a thick fluid or pus. These bumps often have dimples in the spots, which is a defining characteristic of smallpox.
There are two major types of smallpox, variola major and variola minor. Variola means spotted in Latin. Variola major is almost guaranteed to be fatal. Some cases of variola major result in hemorrhagic type smallpox, which has no effect on physical appearance. Variola minor is usually not fatal.
So why is smallpox considered an extremely dangerous virus compared to others?
It is considered one of the most dangerous viruses because it has an extremely high fatality rate and is difficult to treat. There are many ways to die to the virus. Also, the virus can lay dormant for a long period of time and strike unexpectedly.
Variola vaccine used is actually a virus known as vaccinia. It is very similar to variola, so the body commonly mistakes it for variola. However, vaccinia can be fought by your immune system, thus making your immune system stronger. Afterwards, your immune system will be strong enough to eradicate variola from your body by itself.
Smallpox is considered one of the most dangerous viruses known to mankind due to its high fatality rate and ability to spread. It can spread extremely easily in air and reach many different people easily. Just by talking, people infected with smallpox can exhale large amounts of smallpox in the air. If not contained, it can spread around cities and towns, infecting almost everyone. For example, if smallpox were to spread through the air of New York City, almost all the people in the city would be infected.
How did smallpox even spread to humans? Wasn't it an animal virus first?
Yes, it did originate in animals. In fact, it originally came from a breed of mouse. However, that breed of mouse is now extinct, so the virus needed to find a new host. In order for the virus to survive, it needed to be able to spread to different organisms relatively quickly. Humans were originally separated from each other and in tribes and such, so the virus was never able to sustain itself among humans. When humans started moving to farms and communities, the virus was finally able to sustain itself among humans and spread it over to them.
Russians were found to be designing biological weapons, including smallpox, in scientific research facility known as Vector. After this facility was denounced for its illegal activities, Lev Sonikshev, the head of Vector, vehemently denied these claims. Many rogue countries could now be in possession of this dangerous biological weapon. We already have a vaccine for smallpox. Why is it such a big deal when the Soviets obtained a smallpox bioweapon?
After smallpox was eradicated in 1979 by the World Health Association, the production of smallpox vaccines declined until production ceased. This meant that we had very little vaccines. Due to the Soviet smallpox bioweapons, vaccines were in high demand but were not being produced. This caused a state of government panic.
Thanks for your time and letting me interview you and for sharing all this important information about smallpox.
Yeah, no problem.